Methane mystery. Los Angeles is emitting twice as much as estimated, causing premature births. The greater Los Angeles area is emitting more than double the amount of methane than previously estimated, according to a new study. A greenhouse gas 25 times more powerful than carbon dioxide, CO2. Most man-made methane, CH4, emission comes from agriculture, livestock, rice paddies, and biomass burning. They are all big contributors, and as a result, studies have largely ignored the methane coming from urban areas, and regulatory agencies have had to rely on guesswork to fill in the gaps. Deborah Wunsch of the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena and a team of researchers measured greenhouse gas emissions in the South Coast Air Basin, a bowl of smoggy air that hangs over Los Angeles, its suburbs, and some 15 million people are inhabitants. And according to the latest estimate by the California Air Resources Board, human activity in the basin should only emit about 260,000 tons of methane each year. But after taking readings from August 2007 through June 2008, the team found that the annual rate was much higher, approximately 600,000 tons. Much of the area's electricity comes from burning natural gas, which is almost entirely made up of methane. Approximately 10.5 million tons of natural gas were shipped into the South Coast Air Basin in 2006. If 2 to 3% of that is leaking into the atmosphere, it could account for a large part of the discrepancy. If it's coming from a few potent leaks, one could hope to put a plug in it, said Paul Wenberg, also of the California Institute of Technology, and a co-author on the study, due to be published in the journal Geophysical Research Letters. He said, "This stuff is valuable. If you can get enough of it, you want to burn it. The excess gas could also be coming out of cars' exhaust pipes, landfills, or sewage treatment plants. Worldwide, the human activity and natural processes like ocean methane, seeps, and wetlands decomposition combine to emit approximately 582 million tons of methane each year. If cities around the world have similar methane emission patterns as Los Angeles, the team estimates urban areas could account for as much as 10 to 15% of that total. The hope is that the processes operating in California may be happening in other cities around the world. If so, this model will be applicable in cities around the world. Determining how much methane cities give off and the sources responsible are crucial steps toward controlling emissions in the future. Ultimately, getting a handle on methane emissions could go a long way toward limiting the effects of global warming." And another study says, Los Angeles traffic causing premature births. As famous for its traffic jams as it is for Hollywood star power, the Los Angeles, California area has another dirty little secret. Air pollution is sickening pregnant women who live near roadways, more than doubling the risk of a premature birth, according to a new study. Scientists have known for years that smog plays havoc with residents' health. Asthma, blood pressure, and a host of cardiovascular diseases all get worse in people exposed to high levels of air pollution. A team of researchers have shown that the effects are amplified for pregnant women living within 3 kilometers, 1.9 miles of a major roadway. Among the most polluted parts of the country, the Port of Long Beach and southern Los Angeles County roadways are choked with traffic on a daily basis. A comparison of medical records from 81,186 single childbirths to air pollution levels in the area has revealed that high pollution exposure raised the risk of a severely premature birth by 128%. Moms-to-be were also between 33 and 42% more likely to develop preeclampsia, an affliction characterized by high blood pressure that often forces doctors to induce premature birth in order to save the mother's lives. The team's study is due to be published in the journal Environmental Health Perspectives. Patients need to be aware of this type of information. Women living close to freeways should be careful and close their windows, or if they're in the car, close the windows and put their air conditioning on to filter air coming into the car or the vehicle. Several studies conducted in recent years have strengthened the link between air pollution and pregnancy problems, along with premature births. Overall low birth weight has also been documented. Such conditions increase children's risk for a host of health problems later in life. Anything you can do to reduce low birth weight and preterm births is going to have a big public health benefit. If there's something preventable like air pollution, you want to advise women to avoid it. Doctors should start cautioning women who live in highly polluted regions to limit their exposure to air pollution from traffic when they become pregnant, in much the same way as they issue standard warnings about smoking, drinking alcohol, and caffeine consumption. There is probably enough information now to make general statements about air pollution. It depends on what things people can modify in their life, but it might be a very good idea to limit your time near traffic or change when you commute, so it's not during rush hour. And once again, there's something more going on here. Something more than people even know. Not everything is known yet. There are many side effects to pollution that scientists and researchers, they haven't even found out yet. And once again, all this are more signs of the end times. Transition days. The transition, it's happening. It's ongoing. And it's happening all around the world on a daily basis, day by day.